together as a family with unlimited number of listeners, the dream journey is now also used for therapeutic purposes as it combines mental and physical relaxation well. Not only children benefit from it, but also many adults who are willing to engage in such a dream journey once. So, you and your children will benefit from a meditative state of absolute rest and complete muscle relaxation that the trip brings. Many of the stories are about places that we can well imagine because we have already seen them once. The sea, a deep valley, a cloudless sky, all these things arouse a positive feeling in us because we feel particularly comfortable there. The stories pick up on this feeling and intensify it with deep descriptions. At the end of the stories, body and mind are in harmony and have drawn new energies for everyday life. A dream journey is therefore a little elaborate, well-executable tactic to give yourself and others a little break. The preparations. For whom are dream trips suitable? First of all, dream journeys are suitable for anyone who is happy to engage in them and can regain more energy through this relaxation technique. No one needs to feel particularly stressed to benefit from a dream trip, although it can reduce stress levels. However, it is just as good at helping you not become so prone to hectic in the first place. This is particularly important for children, as even the youngest ones can suffer greatly from stress and often react to it with sleep disorders. Falling asleep is particularly difficult, and the night is characterized by constant tossing and turning as well as recurring awakenings. Thus, sleep is neither restful for the children nor for the parents, which becomes noticeable again the very next day. Therefore, a nice option is to perform the dream journey before going to bed. This wonderful alternative to the good night story allows your child to relax body and soul so that no worries are taken to sleep. The stories evoke positive, calm, and relaxed feelings, creating the ideal conditions for falling asleep. A dream journey is also beneficial for children who are particularly hyper or very tired after school. It can be done before homework, for example, to stimulate concentration, or right after school to help them process what they have experienced. So the timing sometimes depends on what situations your child has problems with or what he or she reacts to do with stress. Observe your child closely to find out how much quiet time he or she needs. For some children, a short story is quite enough to shut down, while for others, a longer story is useful. However, it is important that your child enjoys it and that the journey does not become a daily chore. Environment. The environment in which you conduct the dream journeys depends on where you and your child feel comfortable and perhaps also at what time of day you would like to conduct the journey. In the evening, it is a good idea to read the dream journey aloud in the comfort of your bed. Do all the chores together with your child beforehand, such as getting changed or going to the bathroom. This way your child can concentrate on relaxing body and soul. Unpleasant chores are no longer ahead of you. If the child is at rest after reading aloud, this is the best prerequisite for a restful sleep. Of course, you can also choose a different setting for reading aloud. If the weather is nice, it's also fun to lie down on the grass with a blanket, in a hammock, or simply find a nice spot in the middle of the forest. You may also prefer to build a cozy cave in the middle of the living room and use the security inside to start the journey together. Feel free to be creative and try out what suits you. The utensils. What do you need for an optimal dream trip? In principle, everything you and your child need to get comfortable. This can include soft pillows and blankets, a gym mat, maybe some candles or a parasol if you want to take the trip outside. Comfortable clothing will also help you feel physically at ease. Other than that, you will need nothing more than a joy of listening and reading aloud. The reading aloud. As a rule, you as parents certainly already have experience in reading aloud. However, reading a dream story aloud is somewhat different from the usual bedtime story. Be sure to read aloud at a steady, slow pace. Don't overemphasize and insert a pause now and then so that your child can stay in this fictional situation for a moment longer. For example, when the senses are being addressed, such as something is being felt with the hands or attention is being drawn to a sound, give your child time to imagine the images described.